this graphic organizer. And this is a way of us simplifying all the information that we've had. So the first is replication. So this is a review of what we did last unit. So you should be able to do replication because we've already done that. Transcription and translation, all of this information is in your notes. This is just me having you put your notes into a nicer looking table format. So, what's the goal of each of these? What is the goal of transcription? I know that the goal of transcription is to take DNA and turn it into messenger RNA. This is directly out of your notes. What is the goal of translation? It is to take my messenger RNA and turn it into a protein. Again, directly out of your notes. Location, so where are each of these things occurring? Where was transcription occurring? Where was translation occurring? If you took your notes, easy peasy. This is the one that can be a little bit confusing. I'm asking for the players. So what enzymes? We've learned about helicase. We've learned about polymerase with replication. There's not really too many enzymes involved with our protein synthesis. However, we have talked about DNA, mRNA, tRNA, and ribosomes. So those are going to be your player list to choose from when you're talking about your protein synthesis. If you have your notes, you got all of this. I can help you. All right, steps. Replication has very obvious steps. What I'm asking for with transcription and translation is basically what are they doing? So this is where you'd explain the tRNA brings in the amino acid, drops it off. It's kind of just a brief summary or description of what is happening during this time. And then the product, what's at the end? So when I replicate DNA, what do I end up with at the end? Anybody? This was our entire last unit. I get a DNA. I make another copy of it. So I end up with another copy of DNA. Thank you. It was that simple. So your end product of DNA replication is another strand of DNA. So what do you end up with in transcription? And what is the end product of translation? I suggest watching the Ed puzzle because it's going to walk you through that protein synthesis phase again. If you're smart, you could do both of these at the same time because they're going to say, next is transcription. This happens in the, and boom, that's one of your locations. Pause the video, go type it in your graphic organizer. So between the Ed puzzle and your notes, you can fill this in. I'm going to tell you right now, if it is obvious to me that you have Googled, aka using words that we are not using in class, which is very obvious to me because y'all keep using words that I know what they mean, but I can guarantee if I brought you up in front of the class and said, tell me what this is, you wouldn't know. I'm going to start docking you off. Then I will bring you up to my desk and I'll ask you, and you'll have to tell me word for word exactly its definition. You need to know exactly what it means. All right, so any questions on your graphic organizer? All right. Ed puzzle, graphic organizer.